Welcome to AKN Sprint Education. Myself Naveen, and today's session about chapter number 7, triangles, exercise number 7.1. In quadrilateral ABCD. ABCD is a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is nothing but it has four sides: AB, BC, CA as well as DD, in which AC equal to AD. What is given? Length of line segment AC equal to AD. Given a quadrilateral ABCD in which AC equal to AD, that is first given, and the second one, AB bisects angle A. So this is the line segment AB which bisects angle A. I mean, line segment AB divides angle A into exactly two halves. The meaning of bisect is it divides angle A into two parts. For example, if it is angle A equal to 60 degrees, suppose angle A is 60 degrees, then this part will become 30 degrees and this part will become 30 degrees. Okay children, so that is given. Now what we need to show that? We need to show that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. So the first triangle is ABC, triangle ABC and triangle ABD, ABD, right? We need to prove that they are congruent. Okay. Now if you observe the triangle ABC and triangle ABD, it is given in the question AC is equal to AD, that is called side, and also they said AB bisect angle A. Line segment AB bisect angle A. I mean angle CAB is equal to angle DAB. This is our angle. Okay children. And the third one is, if you observe these two triangles, for triangle ABC and triangle ABD, this AB is the common side. AB is common side. This is our, let me write, this is our common side, which is a side, and these two are given in the question itself. Okay, so what I can say that by side, angle, side criteria, I can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. And also they are asking, what can you say about BC and BD? What can you say about BC and BD? Okay, we have taken two triangles children. First triangle is ABC and the second triangle is ABD. Yes, the first criteria is AC equal to AD, as it is given question, AC equal to AD. Second one is AB bisect angle A, means angle CAB equal to angle DAB, that is second one. These two are given in the question, and the side AB is congruent to side AB. Hence we say that side, angle, side criteria. By SAS criteria, we prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. If two triangles are congruent, by CPCT, what is the meaning of CPCT? Corresponding parts of corresponding triangle. By CPCT, I can say that what can you say about BC and BD? What can you say about BC and BD? They are also equal. I can say that by CPCT BC equal to BD, right? Hence proved. So I hope you understood question number 1 clearly. What they are asking? They are asking to prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. And what can you say about BC and BD? By CPCT, corresponding parts of corresponding triangle, side BC is equal to side BD. Okay, children. Yes, coming to second question. ABCD is a quadrilateral. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AD equal to BC. AD equal to BC and angle DAB is equal to angle CBA. Then prove that. What we need to prove? Triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. BAC we have to prove that. Okay. What is given? Given AD equal to BC and angle DAB equal to angle CBA. That is given. The first question we need to prove that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. These two triangles we need to prove that they are congruent. As it is given in the question, they said already AD equal to BC. Let us write AD equal to BC. This is given, and which is a side, right? They both are sides. Coming to second one, angle DAB. This angle. And also angle CBA, this angle. As they said, these two angles are equal. What is that? Angle DAB equal to angle CBA, which is also given in the question as it is an angle. And what about the other third criteria? That is, if you observe these two triangles, children, side AB equal to side AB. They both are common sides. I mean AB equal to AB, which is common side, and this is a side. So by which criteria? By side angle side criteria. I can say that by SAS criteria, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. Okay, by side angle side criteria, I can say that these two triangles are congruent. Now coming to second question, they are asking to prove that BA equal to AC. Second one is BA equal to AC. BA equal to, sorry, I guess BD equal to, so BD equal to AC. They are asking to prove that BD equal to AC. Yes, of course, a BD and AC are what? As we prove that these two triangles are congruent, if they are congruent, by CPCT, corresponding parts of corresponding triangles, I can say that side BD is equal to side AC. That is second question. Now coming to third question, they are asking to prove that angle ABD equal to angle BAC. ABD is where? ABD, and the second one is BAC. Angle ABD is equal to angle BAC. Where is BAC? BAC. Right? As already we proved that these two triangles are congruent. If two triangles are congruent, as we know that their six parts are congruent. I mean they are equal. So by CPCT, because these two triangles are congruent, by CPCT I can say that angle ABD is equal to angle BAC, because they are corresponding angles, right? The corresponding angle of A is B, and the corresponding angle of B is here A, and the corresponding angle of D is C here, right? ABD corresponding angle is BAC. So by CPCT I can say that angle ABD is equal to angle BAC. So they are, by CPCT we proved they are corresponding angles. So this is our second problem, children. I hope you understood each and every part clearly. Now coming to third question, AD and BC are equal. AD and BC are equal. See, this is AD and this is BC, and perpendicular to a line segment AB. They both are perpendicular to a line segment AB, so that CD bisects AB. What we need to show that CD bisects AB. CD bisects AB. So what is given? Given that AD is perpendicular to AB. Sorry, AD is perpendicular to AB, and as well as BC perpendicular to AB. AD and BC are equal and perpendicular to a line segment AB. That is given. AD is perpendicular to AB, as well as BC also perpendicular to AB. Okay. And they said AD and BC are equal. Given that AD equal to BC. This is given, and what we need to prove that? We need to prove that CD bisect AB. Children, if you want to prove CD bisect AB, we need to consider two triangles. The first triangle is angle BOC. This is our first triangle, BOC, and this is our second triangle, AOD. Okay, consider triangle BOC and triangle AOD. We need to consider these two triangles. So as it is given in the question, AD equal to BC, AD equal to BC, which is given, and this is a side, and also as they are perpendicular in the sense 90 degrees, so that is angle CBO, equal to angle BAO, each 90 degrees. So this is our angle, that is our angle. And if you observe here, what about these two angles? If you observe here, these two angles are equal. What are the two angles? That is angle COB and angle DOA. They are vertically opposite angles. These two angles, right? I can say that angle COB equal to angle DOA. They are vertically opposite angles, which is also an angle, children. Okay. So by which criteria? I can say that by angle side angle criteria, by ASA, by angle side angle criteria, I can say that triangle BOC is congruent to triangle AOD. So one side, that is AD and BC, and two angles, angle O equal to angle O, they are vertically opposite angles, and angle B equal to angle A, they are perpendicular. So by side, I mean by angle, side, angle criteria, I can say that these two triangles are congruent. If the two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts of corresponding triangles are also equal. So as we proved that these two triangles are congruent, if they are congruent, what are the corresponding sides, children? The corresponding sides are OC equal to OD. By CPCT, I can say that OC equal to OD, and as well as OB equal to OA, OC equal to OD, as well as OB equal to OA, because they are corresponding parts, children. As we proved that these two triangles are congruent, so the corresponding side of OC is OD, and the corresponding side of OB is OE. Actually, what they are asking to prove, CD bisect AB. What is the meaning of CD bisects AB? CD bisects AB. Nothing but OC must be equal to OD. Length of OC must be equal to OD, and the length of OA must be equal to OB. Okay. Hence, that only we proved OC equal to OD and OB equal to OA. Hence CD bisects AB. Okay, children. So this is our third question. I hope you understood each and every point very clearly. Now coming to fourth question. If L and M are two parallel lines, intersected by another pair of parallel lines P and Q, so that triangle ABC, this triangle ABC must be congruent to triangle CDA. That we need to prove that. So what is given? Given L and M are two parallel lines intersected by another pair of parallel lines P and Q. What we need to show that? We need to show that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. Triangle CDA. Children, here we need to use the concept of transversal. See, line L is parallel to line M. L is parallel to M, they said in question. Then what about AC? AC is a transversal. If a transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines whose alternative angles are equal, children. So here L and M are parallel lines and AC is transversal. If AC is transversal and these two angles are called alternative interior angles. They are what? Angle A, that is angle BAC, and angle DCA. They are alternative interior angle. This is one pair of alternative interior angles. I can say that angle BAC equal to angle DCA, alternative interior angles, as well as this angle and this angle, they are also alternative interior angles, that is angle BCA and angle DAC. angle BCA and angle DAC. They are also alternative interior angles. Children, so these two angles, they are alternative interior angles. That is only concept. Here we are using transversal concept. A pair of parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, then whose alternative interior angles are equal. That we have discussed in class 7th itself, right? So this angle is alternative angle of this angle, as well as this angle is alternative to this angle. Two angles are equal. And what about side AC? AC is common side to both triangle ABC and triangle CDE. So I can say that AC equal to AC, which is common side. This is our side, right? So I can say that by angle side angle criteria, triangle ABC is concurrent to triangle CDA. Okay children, I hope you understood fourth question clearly. There we are using transversal concept, alternative interior angles are equal. That's all. Okay children. Now coming to fifth question. In the given figure below, this is the given figure. AC equal to AE, AB equal to AD, AB equal to AD, and also it is given angle BAD equal to EAC, so that BC equal to, we need to prove that BC equal to DE. BC must be equal to DE. Children, what you do? You take triangle ABC. Triangle ABC and triangle ADE you take this triangle. Okay? We are taking triangle ABC and the second triangle ADE. Okay? So given, you write down first of all, given AC equal to AE, line segment AC equal to line segment AE, and AB equal to AD, AB equal to AD, and angle BAD equal to angle EAC BAD. So this is the angle BAD equal to angle EAC. This angle is given. Angle BAD equal to angle EAC. Okay. Now we need to prove that. We need to show that BC equal to D. What we need to prove? To prove BC equal to DE, children. So you have to listen carefully, children. It is given angle BAD equal to angle EAC. But we have considered triangle ABC. What do you mean by A? A in the sense this part also, children. Okay? This part also we have to consider. So what I will do, as it is given angle BAD, equal to angle EAC. So actually I want total angle A I want. So for that it is not given. So given BAD, this part only given. So for BAD, if I add DAC, what I am adding? For BAD, I am adding DAC. This part I am adding. Whatever the part which is not there here, this is our main part. For this sum, this part is crucial role it will play. right? We have to add this angle DAC to both BAD as well as EAC, so that we'll get angle A and also angle A here. So let me add BAD plus DAC, both sides, both left hand side as well as right hand side. I am adding DAC to left hand side as well as towards right hand side. Children, are you understanding? If you want angle A here, we have to add DAC. Here if you want angle A here, we have to add DAC to angle EAC. Right? So BAD plus DAC, nothing but what? Angle BAC. And EAC plus DAC is nothing but angle DAE. So this is our angle. So corresponding angle of A, angle BAC is equal to angle DAE. Other two sides as it is given in the question only, that is AC equal to AE, this is side, and also it is given AB equal to AD, which is given in the question, AB equal to AD, which is also side. So by SAS criteria, I can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADE. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADE. If the two triangles are congruent, by CPCT, I can say that BC equal to DE. The most important point is, as it is given in the question, angle BAD equal to angle EAC. We have considered triangle ABC and triangle ADE. If you want total angle A, we have to add this part. What is that part? DAC to both the triangles BAD and as well as EAC. So that we will get angle DAC as well as angle DAE. By SAS criteria, we can say that BC equal to DE. So this is our fifth question, children. Now coming to sixth question. In right triangle ABC, right angle is at angle C. M is the midpoint of hypotenuse AB. C is joined to M and produced to D, such that CM equal to DM equal to CM, and point D is joined to point B, so that what we need to prove that, first question, triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD. Where are the two triangles? AMC, second triangle BMD. Okay, we need to prove that these two triangles are congruent. Yes, children, as they said, M is the midpoint of AB. M is the midpoint of hypotenuse AB. I mean what? AM must be equal to BM. So first one is AM equal to BM, as the reason is M is the midpoint of AB. That is the first one, which is a side. This is our side. And coming to second one, as they said DM equal to CM, as they said CM equal to DM, it is given, which is also side. If we observe these two triangles, these two angles are vertically opposite angles, I mean angle AMC, angle AMC must be equal to angle BMD. They are vertically opposite angles. This is our angle. So by which criteria? By side angle side criteria, I can say that triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD. Okay, this is our first question answer. Now coming to second question, what they are asking to prove second question? Let us see now. They are asking to prove that angle DBC is a right angle triangle. DBC is a right angle triangle. They are asking right angle. So I mean we need to prove that angle B must be 90 degrees. So as we prove that these two triangles are congruent, hence angle MDB, these two triangles are congruent, hence I can say that angle MDB by CPCT, I can say that angle MDB, this triangle, and angle MCA, Children, are you understanding? As we prove that triangle AMC and triangle BMD are congruent. If they are congruent, their corresponding angles are equal, and the corresponding angle of D is this C. These two are angle MDB equal to angle MCA. This is clear. Now, if you observe this, these two are alternative interior angles. Alternative A, interior I, A angles. If you observe MDB and MCA, they are alternative interior angles for the lines. Alternative interior angles for the lines DB and AC. DB and AC. If these two are alternative angles for the lines DB and AC, then what is AB? Automatically, DC is our transversal, right? Hence, and DC is transversal. Yes or no, children? See, let me draw here. This is our D, B, and this is our A, C. What is DC, children? Because these two are alternative interior angles, then DC is always transversal. If DC is transversal, then line DB must be parallel to the line AC. DB is parallel to AC. A pair of parallel lines are intersected by a transversal. I mean alternative angles are equal in the sense transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines. DC is transversal, which is intersecting a pair of parallel lines DB and AC. Hence, AC, as AC is perpendicular to DC, as AC is perpendicular to BC, it is given in the question. If AC is perpendicular to BC, also DB is also perpendicular to BC. DB is perpendicular to BC means this is an angle 90 degrees, children. Hence angle DBC is a right angle. Hence DBC is a right angle. Okay, children, I hope you understood. So little bit transversal concept. If you know the transversal concept properly, we can do it second question easily. Now coming to third question, what we need to prove that angle DBC triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB, right? DBC, right angle triangle DBC and right angle triangle ACB. These two triangles, children. Okay, right angle triangles. So as we know that angle DBC equal to angle ACB, each 90 degrees. They are right angles as they just now we proved. And also angle D and angle C, we are proving angle DBC and ACB. We proved DB equal to AC because from 1 AMC is congruent to BMD. If they are congruent, automatically their corresponding sides DB equal to AC. From 1 we proved already they are AMC, BMD, congruent triangles. Then corresponding side of BD is AC. One is right angle and the other one is BC is common side. BC is the common side to both the triangles. BC equal to BC. This is common side. Children, are you confusing? See, let me draw two triangles. D, B, C and other one is A, C, B. As BC and BC are common side, BD equal to AC, angle B and angle C are right angles. Okay, so by which criteria? By SAS criteria, by side angle side criteria, I can say that triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. So we proved third question also, triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. Now coming to fourth question, they are asking to prove that CM equal to half of AB. Let us prove. Fourth question here, CM equal to half of AB. That they are asking to prove that. Okay, as we know that by these two triangles, from triangle DBC and triangle ACB, they are corresponding parts. DC equal to AB. DC equal to AB from question number 3. DC equal to AB, they are corresponding parts. DC equal to AB. So they are asking to prove that CM equal to half of AB. CM, if you see, M is the midpoint of DC. M is the midpoint of DC. What you do? Divided by 2 on both sides. Divided by 2 on both sides. Half of DC equal to half of AB. We divide by 2 on both sides. What is half of DC, children? Half of DC, I can say that MC, which is half of DC. So in place of half of DC, I can write as CM. Of DC is whole part, CM is half part. So half of DC is nothing but CM. So CM equal to half of AB, hence proved. Okay, this is a little bit big question. The thing is, we need to understand the concept. If we understand the concept, we can do it this sixth question easily. But we have to be careful when we are taking the triangles. Okay, children. I hope you understood sixth question clearly. Now coming to seventh question, in the given figure, ABCD is a square. ABCD is a square. Square means what? All four sides are equal. Remember, children. In a square, all four sides are equal and each and every angle is 90 degrees. I mean, angle A equal to 90 degrees, angle B also 90 degrees. As well as angle C 90 degrees, angle D also 90 degrees. That is the first statement. Coming to second statement, APB is an equilateral triangle. APB is an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle in the sense, all three sides are equal. Each and every angle of an equilateral triangle is 60 degrees. I mean, this is 60 degrees, children. And this is 60 degrees. and this is also 60 degrees. Listen children carefully. Angle A, this whole is 90 degrees, but this spot is 60 degrees. What about this spot? This will be 30 degrees. Yes or no? From 90 we have to remove 60, it will be around 30 degrees. Whole angle B is 90 degrees, but this spot is 60 degrees. As we know, it is an equilateral triangle. So what about this spot? This spot will be around 30 degrees. So that is only. So they are asking to prove that triangle APD is congruent to triangle BPC. APD means this triangle and this triangle. As it is given in the question, as we know that it is a square. Square means all four sides are equal. So first one is AP equal to BC. They are sides of a square. As they are equal, and also we know that AP equal to BP. This is AD, sorry. AP equal to BP. They are sides of an equilateral triangle. Sides of an equilateral triangle, they are also equal. And then, as we got to know from the figure, angle PAD equal to PBC. Angle PAD equal to angle PBC, each 30 degrees. Right? So, by side angle side criteria, by side angle side criteria, I can say that triangle APD is congruent to triangle BPC. Okay, they are asking to prove that only. APD is congruent to BPC. This we have to know. This angle as total 90 degrees and which is 60 degrees. So 90 minus 60, 30, 30. They are equal. They are corresponding angles. We can say that triangle APD is congruent to triangle BPC. So this is our 7th question. So I guess 7th question is very clear to you. Remaining questions will explain in the next video. I hope you understood the whole 7 sums. Don't forget to hit subscribe button, like it and share it children. Thank you.